Hello, and welcome. I'm Ezekiel, and today we're diving into the case of Mary Gingles, a victim of a brutal crime that shook Florida in 2025. But before we start, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next analysis. In a previous video, I explored the profile of her ex-husband, the man who killed her. Today, the focus shifts. We're looking at Mary herself, not just as a victim, but as a subject with an inner world, her desires, her fears, and what psychoanalysis can reveal about her life. Stick with me until the end, because I'll share a psychoanalytic key that changes how we understand her struggle. Mary Gingles was born in 1990 and grew up in Missouri. From the start, she lived in motion: gymnastics, cheerleading, sports. Later, she chose ceramic engineering, a demanding and unusual path, showing a drive to go where few dared. She also entered the army, living in South Korea and Germany. Mary was always moving, always searching, scuba diving, running, exploring caves. She pushed her body to the limit, chasing intensity. But above all, her greatest accomplishment was becoming a mother. Her daughter, Seraphine, became the axis of her life. In the weeks before her death, Mary called the police 14 times. She even reported a backpack left by her ex-husband, filled with what she believed were tools to kill her. Imagine living each day as if the future had already collapsed into the present. Psychoanalytically, this is what we call anticipatory trauma. She was already rehearsing her own death long before it happened. Through a psychoanalytic lens, her story unfolds in 3 dimensions. First, the life drive, Eros. Freud described this as the energy pushing us to grow, expand, and create. Mary embodied it. She crossed borders, sought challenges, risked herself in extreme experiences. Her life force was intense, almost overflowing. Second, helplessness. Freud used the German word Hilflosigkeit to describe the primal helplessness every human being experiences at birth. In Mary's case, every ignored call to the police reawakened that state. It wasn't just fear, it was the return of that original vulnerability of being left unprotected against annihilation. Third, motherhood as resistance. For Mary, being a mother wasn't just a role, it was the structure that held her together. Every call for help was ultimately for her daughter. Maternity gave her strength against collapse. It anchored her even when terror surrounded her. And here lies the harsh truth. Mary's murder didn't just end her life. It severed the most fundamental bond of all, mother and child. In psychoanalytic terms, this wasn't just the loss of a loved one, it was the destruction of a symbolic function, the very foundation on which her daughter's identity is built. This is what changes everything. Mary wasn't only fighting for survival, she was fighting to keep alive the presence of mother for her daughter. When the system failed her, it wasn't only a woman who died, an irreplaceable psychic bond was erased. Mary Gingles will be remembered not just as a victim, but as a woman who fought, who warned, who resisted until the end. Her story shows us the tension between the power of the life drive and the emptiness left when protection fails. If you found this analysis meaningful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so more people can know her story. See you in the next one.